Welcome, brothers and sisters, to Mormon Movie Reviews, where LDS movie lovers belong. My name is D-Days. Today is November 19th, 2022. This is episode 58, and we will be reviewing Ephraim's Rescue, released in 2013 with a running time of 1 hour and 39 minutes. This review works best if you've seen this film before, though that is not required, and this is your official spoiler alert. Your synopsis. By listening to and following his heart, Ephraim Hanks finds his way in life and eventually provides relief and rescue to the suffering Mormon Handcart Company, based on a true story. Now, your background for this film is that it's a religious historical drama film brought to us by T.C. Christensen and released by XL Entertainment Group. It's based on the true stories of Mormon pioneers Ephraim Hanks and Thomas Dobson and their experiences in the Handcart brigades. The film was released in select theaters across the United States in the spring of 2013. It focuses on Ephraim and Thomas telling their stories in parallel. Now, here's Hanks here, played by Darren Southam. He's a rebellious young man who joins the U.S. Navy after a violent confrontation with his family. After he completes his 3-year naval tour, he returns home only to find that his father has died from an illness, and his brother Sidney has joined the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the Mormons. Now, his mom here, she thinks that Sidney is in trouble, so she sends Ephraim to try to go and rescue him, but Ephraim, he ends up converting to the church and is eventually baptized by Sidney. Now, at the same time, 8-year-old Thomas Dobson, who we see here, he's baptized as a Mormon in his hometown of Preston, Lancashire, where he is immediately persecuted.
You have gifts, Thomas. Let the Spirit guide you to foster them. You can help others with them.
Luckily, Thomas, he recovers, but his family, they've had enough of the persecution, and in 1856, the Dobsons decide that they will depart from England to Zion, that's Utah, to join up with the Handcart Brigade to cross the plains. Now, here's our first look at Thomas, played by James Gaysforth, now an adult, and he has no desire to travel to an uncivilized area miles away from home, but his mother has convinced him that it's God's will. Thomas, along the way, he finds romance and intrigue as he slowly plods across the plains and the harsh frontier on what would turn out to be a doomed expedition. Meanwhile, back in Utah, Ephraim Hanks, he works as a postal messenger and a station manager for the Pony Express, frequently making trips from Salt Lake City to St. Louis and back and forth to deliver packages. The Mormon Handcart Company, they left far too late in the season from Florence, and they were ill-equipped for a transcontinental journey on foot. An unexpected early winter snowstorm further doomed their tragic fate. Now, Ephraim, he finally catches up with these two handcart companies, and now what is considered to be modern-day Wyoming. His much-needed supplies saved lives and answered to many prayers, and here's the most touching scene in the movie.
You and God have rescued us. For this shall be known for generations.
What's your name, sister?
Alice Dobson, Preston, Lancashire, England. My son is not faring well, and this is surely a grand prize.
Now, our two protagonists, they finally meet up at the end of the movie when Ephraim blesses Thomas's feet, which are in really bad shape from walking without shoes in the cold, and Thomas is miraculously healed. Now, I don't think we can discuss this movie without also mentioning 17 Miracles. So let's hear from the director.
Ephraim's Rescue really isn't a sequel to 17 Miracles, but they intersect. Ephraim became one of the rescuers of the martyrdom. And so toward the end of the film, we end up dealing with the handcart.
I think in Ephraim's Rescue, you will see a little bit a different side of Albert than he did in 17 Miracles. He, I think he's kind of more heroic in this one. Ephraim's Rescue has a lot of the same elements that I think made 17 Miracles a great film.
With Ephraim's Rescue, it's been an interesting editing process. We
I was also the editor on 17 Miracles. Now, on Ephraim's Rescue, it hasn't been so much of that. It's a more linear story, following, just a couple characters.
So Ephraim's Rescue really is a little bit more of a personal story. I think people are really going to enjoy that.
Yeah, if you want to get in touch with me, by the way, my email address is mormonmoviereviews@gmail.com. This movie, it wins the Try Hard Award for me, but it fails to connect on a deeper level. The emotionally charged scenes, they just ended up being superficial. Now, this movie only commanded $100,000 box office returns. That is not going to get the job done. That means that it just really wasn't that well received. And it's brought to us, like I said, by XL Entertainment Group, and they brought us a lot of movies, including 17 Miracles, Forever Strong, The Void, Saints and Soldiers, which I've reviewed on this channel. There's a lot of movies here from XL Entertainment Group that I need to watch and give you as reviews. The Rotten Tomatoes, there's only one review because, again, this was a very limited release. Audience really likes it. I think that a lot of people, when you watch it, it's going to come up short. This is the best review that I could give to you right here, which is from the Salt Lake Tribune, which says Ephraim's Rescue, it really lacks drama and it just serves up homilies. And it's just really not that great of a movie. In fact, I found one critic who really summarized exactly how I felt. And it's Bruce Bennett from The Spectrum. He says, issues with the script and a methodical pace yield what feels like a missed opportunity. Earnestness in filmmaking does not necessarily equal excellence in filmmaking. And I could not agree with that sentiment anymore. There's no plural marriage in this film. It's been sanitized out. This is basically a faith-promoting narrative. And that's even though Ephraim married 4 women. It really comes across to me as quite tedious at times, although I would like to tell you that the cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. The settings, it's shot right on site. It's great. It just kind of feels like an illustrated Sunday school lesson. And if you compare this with 17 Miracles, certainly the better of the 2 films, because this just lacks dramatic tension. And there's a reason that this film barely broke the 6-figure mark at the box office. Now, thanks so much for joining me to review this film. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and join us next time when we review Manners for Missionaries. So long.